It's time to train your core, but are you doing it right? There are a lot of people putting turbo thrusters on a pathological core pattern. Core is not about holding a 5-minute plank. It's not about doing some sexy core position. It's not about strength. Core is about quality of stability, balanced muscle function, integration of muscles, stability from the inside out. And when you get it, it feels so good. So let's do this. This is the stack, part 13 for better core and breathing. Make sure you went through steps 1 to 12 where we talk about what the stack is, how to test your core, and 10 techniques to fine tune and improve that quality of stability. The roller dead bug is a fabulous place to start. I love this technique because it's intense and we all love some intensity. It's easy to progress and regress, and the roller helps you find your abdominals because you are going to need some help to rival those bossy back extensors. Your options are just to stay here, or you could do a toe tap with just one leg. Come on back up. You could extend your arm and your leg. Come on back up. Let's talk setup for this. Number 1, I want you to think about T8 retraction, which means right here, I want you to pressure the ground. Number 2, I want you to think about L3, which is directly under here, and that is going to pressure the ground. So you have a flat back. Number 3, roller goes between your knee and your elbow, and as you breathe out, I want you to crush the roller, draw these ribs down, and find that ab wall tone. When you go to breathe in, keep this ab wall tone. Don't let those ribs elevate. Holding all of that, you're then going to bring your other arm and leg up to the same position and just check. Do you have T8 retraction? Do you have a L3 pressuring the ground? Every breath out, I want you to think about drawing these ribs down towards the pelvis to reestablish that ab wall tone. But the test to know you're doing it right is that if I were to grab those spots, kidney area and around your belly, when you breathe in, you are expanding, creating intra-abdominal pressure through all of those 4 points. If you're in a position where you can't use your hands, you can use this Core 360 belt. It has 4 little pockets that go exactly where we need to make sure we're creating pressure. Test number 2, you are getting and feeling back body expansion under here. You have to be able to move air back there, or we know your diaphragm isn't positioned properly. And number 3, we want to make sure you keep your head and your neck out of it. This is an example of losing that rib cage position. We need that T8 retraction. This is a position of losing the low back position. We need that L3 pressuring the ground. Pro tip with this, if you aren't shaking, be suspicious. Now, you have infinite options besides the roller dead bug to begin with. However, we always begin in a variation of this Supa 90-90 for 2 reasons. Number 1, you need that grounding and sensory input to get the best motor output. Sensory drives motor. Number 2, you need the biofeedback of the floor to know that you're doing it right. FYI, the human infant spends 6 months on the ground only moving in the sagittal plane before they even think about rolling over. So here are some other great options. You can set up pulling on a band. That'll help you get your ribcage position. You can set up holding a weight, press it to the ceiling to get a better ribcage position. From there, you can do toe taps or leg extensions. You can set up with your hands on a wall. Go up to 90-90, toe taps or leg extensions. You can set up with your feet on a wall and challenge your ribcage position. Progress by putting one foot on a wall, pull down to get your hamstrings into it. Couple of things I want to spotlight. Number 1, you need to go in with the mindset that this is about improving, not impressing. If you are not passing those tests, regress the motion by cutting it a bit or don't move at all. Spotlight number 2 is that you need to develop, while you're in this position, kinesthetic awareness, which is your ability, that skill to know where your bones are in space without looking at them. So close your eyes, they are not going to help you, and really feel this position, because next up we are going to take the floor away and you have to know that you have your stack. Number 3, your neural edge. I always want you to push to the point where you still maintain that quality of stability, but you're doing the hardest exercise you can. Number 4, you have to keep breathing. If you're not breathing, you don't own the technique. Final take-home message: get brilliant at this, because next up, we're going to take the floor away. Hi there, I'm Michelle from Movement 101. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you would like more content like this, go down to the first link in the description below. And of course, to get this information out there, it does help to click like, hit subscribe, and make a comment. And let's make sure your body is built to last. Thanks for watching.